forever, a.k.a. America's team, baby, are your 2025 Commissioner's Cup champions. Are you not entertained? Okay. We're going to talk about the Commissioner Cup championship game. Sophie Cunningham is being criticized for saying what a lot of people were thinking. Okay? There's a former WNBA scrub that has made her way around the timeline, and people are talking about her for the first time. We're going to talk about her, Caitlyn Clark, her injury status, ESPN looking like fools. We're going to talk about it and much more right after the intro. Let's go!
Finally, Aaliyah, what are you going to do with your prize money?
That's me. No!
Congratulations, lady. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I thought in the first half we have a tendency to, as we've learned about ourselves over the course of how many games that we've played now, we have a tendency sometimes to get impatient, and I didn't think that our commitment to moving the basketball and creating advantages, we had a hard time getting that done, which led to, we had some easy shots that didn't fall, as did they, particularly early in the game, and then they kind of got their rhythm going, and we just we sort of lost ours. We had 27 points, and then we had 7 in the second quarter. That's tough.
I know, Cheryl.
Yeah, give them credit.
Give us credit, baby.
Go back, but I would imagine that they just sort of beat us to spots. We didn't have our usual sort of fortitude, fight, and response to physicality.
You faced America's team.
They beat us. Give them credit.
Tasha's a pro that flies under the radar in this league, and not a lot of people respect what she does or bring to the table. She's won on every level. Overseas, WNBA, and I think that we got to give her flowers a little bit more. I also think that down the stretch, I thought we did whatever we needed to do to make the play, and down the stretch, that was for Tosh. Be what we need to be for each other, and I think it was her role, and it was her game to make sure that we got what she needed.
Jump, 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 jump,
We're gonna move you guys down to the backdrop for the rest of these.
Alright, Kelsey, get over here. Guys, it's KK21. It's KK21.
And Indiana has done it. Their first ever Commissioner's Cup championship, knocking off the Minnesota Lynx. This is Howard, Setting up McDonald. Knocking down the tray. Finds a cutting McDonald. Easy deuce. Double team. Outside Cunningham for three. Yes. Out to Cunningham. In the corner. Got the three. Indiana on top. Now it's Howard having to go to work. In the lane. Put it up and in. Finds hole beyond the arc. He scores. Colson with the trifecta.
And that's how you do it.
Over to Cunningham, long range, Bottles.
A joint effort across the board. Everyone on this roster did their part tonight.
What's up, boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode of the W360, okay? What's up, W360 Nation? What's up, America and everyone else all over? Catherine Hurst, I see you in the chat. What's up, RC? RC is in the chat. What's up, Miss Fins? Miss Fins is in the chat. VBS, Monica Middleton. What's going on, girl? Loyalty 55 is in the chat. Lindy Smallwood. Lauren, I know you're out there. What's up, Kelly? Is in the chat. Element Gold. Liz E is in the chat. Angela S. and Sade. I know it's on the way. What's up, W360 Nation? Oh my gosh. How are we doing? How are we feeling? I'll tell you what. What's up, Athena? I'll tell you what. I woke up this morning. I felt like $1 million. I felt like $1 million. Okay, you wanna know why? Because last night, America won, baby. America won. Okay? No one thought America's team, and I said it, that's who they are. America's team was going to pull off the victory, but they did. They did. So for all the slows, and for everyone else, you know, media, WNBA media, you guys have to pretend. You guys have to pretend like, you know, you're happy that Indiana won. Kathy, too. If you watched the game, Kathy looked upset to hand the trophy over. Everyone that hate America's team, what's up, Melly? Everyone that hate America's team, you guys have to sit and just see. You have to be upset. This is delicious. Oh, gosh, this is delicious. Thank you so much for the super chat. Lester's Banana, I really appreciate the super chat. Lester says WNBA expansion teams coming. Toronto Thirst Trappers, Portland Shoplifters, Cleveland Steamers, Detroit Single Moms, Philadelphia Junkies. Let's go. Y'all are worse than me in this super chat. I'm just telling you right now, in this chat, y'all are worse than me. Seriously. She said the shoplifters. It's too early for Jewel Lloyd's mom. party tonight, baby. It's going to be a fun show. Let's go to it. Oh, we're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a good time tonight. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Oh, oh, it feels great. It feels great. Oh, I love being on the right side of history. Let me tell you something. It has to stink rooting against America's team. You all thought that Minnesota, everyone counted Indiana out. Let's just be fair. White Jesus wasn't playing. And everyone counted Minnesota out. Okay. But those women had a different thing in mind. All right. Now, oh my goodness, I've jumped into the episode. Listen, as I do every episode, I want to thank, if you are new here, please subscribe. Okay, like, share, comment, do all the things YouTube like for you to do with the video so that the video continues to get out. W360 Nation, push the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, and tell that creepy family member that just got out of jail for the 9th time for hanging around playgrounds after he was told that he shouldn't be within 100 feet of a school or a playground, and he just got out of jail. Tell him, subscribe to the W360, okay? And if you are a returning viewer and supporter, I thank you, W360 Nation. I love you. And if you are new here, welcome to the W360 Nation, okay? Now let's get into the game. Let's talk about the game, guys. If you have been under a rock, okay? If you have been under a rock, the Indiana Fever are your 2025 Commissioner's Cup champions. Okay. And as I was saying earlier, no one thought the Fever would pull this off. A lot of people didn't think the Fever would pull this off, including ESPN, and we're going to talk about ESPN as well. Because it's your network that put your Monica McNothing Smart to Say, Shanae Ogumake, Andrea Carter, L. Dumbkin, Jamel Jump Off a Hill, all of you, your network facilitated the hate that America's team receives. Your network facilitates that because you put incompetent commentators like Shanae Ogumake. She switched up now because she would just look absolutely dumb, continuing to talk against Caitlyn Clark and trying to put her sister on when no one cares. Monica McNothing Smart to Say, I think they've been told lately, hey, you all have to kind of switch it up now. You know, you're outnumbered, okay? Your slow crowd is outnumbered. So you got to kind of act like you like this team here. When the real ones know, the North remembers with Shanae Ogumake and L. Dumpkin and the rest of you were so pissed that the white girl came in this league and took over your league. Her and her fans. And now they have won the championship, and now you have to just seethe. This is amazing, sweetie. This is amazing. And guess what? White Jesus didn't even play. This is amazing, okay? This is amazing. The Slows booked their emergency shrink appointments today. Okay? They went and sat on the couch. They probably drank themselves into a coma. Who knows? I hope you did. But Slows, America won. America won, baby. And it feels great. It feels great. Okay? Let's talk about the game, guys. A great, great game nonetheless. In this game, you can see that it was a balanced attack. It was a balanced attack. Okay. Natasha Howard here ended the game with 16 points. Sophie Cunningham, 13 points. Aaliyah Boston, 12 points. Ari McDonald, 12 points. Kelsey Mitchell, 12 points. It was a balanced team attack. Okay. Now, where I want to start from this game, I'm going to start. Is there I'm going to start right here. Right here. Natasha Howard, for your performance in this game, you go get yourself a steak and a drink. You earned that. You earned that, Natasha. Okay? You earned that. Now, I've given you a lot of flack. Deservingly. But I've given Natasha Howard a lot of flack. But when they play, listen, this isn't personal. I criticize when you stink. I criticize, but when you play good, it's never personal. Natasha Howard showed up. She looked like the veteran that this team needs. You get yourself a steak and 2 drinks, Natasha. You earned that. Okay. Now, there was a lot of money on the line for this game, okay? And let me tell you something. Natasha Howard played like she had an eviction notice on her door. Okay? Natasha Howard needs that money. What TT saying set it off? I need that money. Natasha Howard played like she had an eviction notice on her door. Now, a lot of us, we all have walked up to the door and had a notice on it, or it might just be me. It just might be me. You know how you walk up to the door after work and you got that paper on your door taped to it with that blue tape, and you walk up and you snatch it down real quick and you look around because you hoping nobody saw it. Your neighbor saw it. Your neighbor saw it. They saw it. They all walked into their apartment and said, "Oh, somebody about to get evicted. Ooh, somebody didn't pay their rent on time." play. From now on, that's how you play. You play like you're about to get evicted. Okay? Seriously. Okay? You play like you have to hide your car because the repo is looking for it. That's how you play the rest of the season, Natasha. You did good. You go get yourself a steak and a drink. You earned it. Seriously, Natasha, you did your thing. Now, I'm going to be honest. If you follow me on Twitter, if you're not, follow me on Twitter at the W360 _. At the W360 _. I live tweet the games. I'm live tweeting. So for all the slows that's coming to me after the game and saying, well, what do you have to say about Natasha Howard now? Well, the first quarter, I'll be honest, I was saying, get her out of my town. I want her out of my town now at halftime because the first quarter was stinky. It was stinky. Natasha Howard. I was like, oh my God, we have to get Natasha Howard off this team. But then Natasha, again, this is live tweeting. Second through fourth quarter, Natasha, you did your thing. You showed up finally. Now go to the rent office and tell them, hey, call off the sheriffs. I got the money. Seriously. What's up, Lisa G? Seriously. Okay, but all jokes aside, Natasha Howard did a phenomenal job. In addition to Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston as well. With Natasha Howard. Rebounding together. Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston combined for 23 rebounds. Okay, the teams all together had 40 rebounds. At one point, Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard were out rebounding that entire Minnesota squad, which helped because in the first quarter, this squad was only shooting 30%. So she did come through with rebounding. But nonetheless, I hope that Natasha stays on this path. This wasn't just a, hey, I got to get this money real quick. She received MVP. Shout out to her, MVP. And I hope that this game boosts her confidence and she's bought into the team. Okay? Don't listen to that family of yours. And don't listen to outside people that's calling her, why do you want to play for Indiana, this and that. Buy into the program and help lead this team to a WNBA championship, baby. You can retire as a champion. Okay? Now you got your MVP. Seriously. And speaking of Aaliyah Boston, Siri, no. Speaking of Aaliyah Boston, I'm talking about the game now, folks, and then we're going to get into the locker room after, and then we're going to get into the rest of the show. But the play that stuck out to me with Aaliyah Boston, let me tell you something. Aaliyah, the entire team, but Aaliyah, you get yourself a steak and a drink. You earned it. You earned it, Aaliyah. The way you stood up to Nafisa Collier, that's the dog in you. Okay? We know you got got a dog in you that can fight. We know you have a dog in you that can fight. And it showed up last night. Aaliyah, we need that dog in you. Get that fighter dog in you. Mike Vick. Okay? We need the Michael Vick dog fighting mentality to come out of you, Aaliyah. That's what we want to see. I love it, Aaliyah. I love it. Let's take a look at Aaliyah with Nafisa Collier. Where is it? Here it is.
And what you don't want is for people to get hurt.
Oh, damn it. Oh, they're going to demonetize the video. I want to see it again. Talk back, Aaliyah. There it is. That's right. That's right. Aaliyah, that's right. Okay. Now, I think you need to know, Aaliyah, you may not ever play in Unrivaled. Moving forward, Nafisa might say, hey, you're not welcome in Unrivaled. But Aaliyah Vick, Aaliyah Boston, a.k.a. Aaliyah Michael Vick, Dog Fire, we need this moving forward. I love it, Aaliyah. I love it. I love it. But overall, Aaliyah Boston and Michael Vick, Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard, they definitely took care of business. The team overall looked great. Ari McDonald is bought into this program. Do you hear me? Ari McDonald is bought in. Okay, she shows that she wants to play for America's team. Okay? She wants to play for America's team. She showed out. Okay? Who else here? Oh. Someone else I wanted to make sure I singled out. People that I give a lot of slack. New Zealand is in the chat. What's up, Seymour Clarity from New Zealand? New Zealand is watching. What's up? W360 Nation and internationally as well. I have given Sydney Colson. And I'll keep the same energy, Sydney Colson. I call her Stinky Colson. She didn't stink last night. She didn't stink last night. Sydney Colson gave solid minutes in this game. Okay? Sydney Colson handled the offense like a veteran leader. Okay? She handled the offense like a veteran leader. And you could see playoff experience finally showing from Sydney and Natasha. And Natasha, they looked like the veterans that this squad needed. They did. They did. Sydney Colson, she didn't shoot very well, but, I mean, no one's expecting Sydney Colson to score and shoot. But I will say, Sydney Colson had a solid game. Sydney Colson played 21 minutes. She had 4 assists and a steal. But again, the things that's not showing up on the stat sheet is how she maintained control of the game down the stretch. Okay, she didn't turn it over. Did Sydney Colson have any turnovers? Oh, she had 2 turnovers. I don't remember them. It wasn't during clutch time. So, Natasha Howard had 6. But nonetheless, Natasha Howard hit. She came through in the stretch. But nonetheless, team effort-wise. But Sydney Colson, someone I also give a lot of flack. showed up last night. She looked like the veteran. She's starting to gel into her role as far as what she was brought onto this team to do. I wish she would look to score more, but maybe she has it in her head that, hey, I'm not a scorer. I'm not a scorer. You know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe she'll continue to, get more confident and try to look to score. Nonetheless, Sydney Colson had a great game. Sydney Colson had a solid game. A solid game. You go get yourself a steak and a drink. You earned it. You earned it. If there's anyone out there that was doubting my Nubian white queen, Sophie Cunningham, I need you to go seek professional help. My Nubian white queen, Sophie Cunningham, you, my dear, you will forever be my Nubian white queen. The league hates you. And it's okay. It's okay. They don't like women like you. They don't like winners. It's okay. They don't like beautiful winners. But guess what, Sophie, my Nubian white queen? America loves you, dear. Okay, you are now my Nubian white queen. Okay, you're a queen, dear. You're a Nubian white queen, and I'm telling you that right now, the way you stepped up last night and hit key shots in the clutch. Key shots in the clutch. Sophie Cunningham ended the game. 26 minutes, 13.7 rebounds, 1 assist. She had a plus and minus of 18. She was 3 for 5 from the 3, 2 for 2 from free throws. Also, not to mention, Natasha Howard was 8 for 8 from free throws as well. So, Natasha had a phenomenal game. But nonetheless, Nubian white queen, Sophie Cunningham. You go get yourself a steak and a drink. You earned that. You earned that. Seriously. Seriously. And the rest of the team. Lexi Hall had a solid game. She didn't play much. She played 15 minutes. She had 6 points, had a solid game. Sydney Colson. Michaela Timpson came in and gave solid minutes. And as she continues to play more, I think she's going to get more comfortable and definitely be a huge presence in the paint. And Kelsey Mitchell hit clutch shots. This team all around, guys, played really, 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 really well. Really well. Really well. Seriously. After the game, Sydney Colson went live on social media, and my goodness gracious, it was amazing. Let me make sure. Oh, before I get to that, I've told you guys, we've criticized Stephanie White leather, which she hasn't worn any leather recently, which I'm concerned. White leather, put your leather back on. But Stephanie White leather coached her ass off last night as well. Okay, her rotations were on point. They were on point. Her game plan was on point. Her defensive matchups, the defense looked great last night. She called timeouts at the exact time. Any time that Minnesota looked like that they were going to go on a run, Stephanie White, timeout. Her game management was A1. It was A1. Stephanie White, she did her thing last night. You can't her timeouts were clutch. You can't criticize Stephanie White after last night, okay? I think she should go get herself a steak and a drink as well. She earned it. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Let's take a look. Do we want to look at the locker room from last night or... Yeah, let's take a look at the locker room from last night, and then we'll go to the game highlights. Let's do that.
So some of your staffers
a lot of the girls went to party schools. I hate to say the white girls, but the white girls were chugging the beers. Cece's in there biting all the bottles for everybody, biting through cans and shit. But it was fun. Like everybody, I don't know how to spring. I'm not a drinker. I don't know how to do champagne celebration. But they were opening them. The coaches were having a good time, chugging out of the commissioner's cup. It was fun. It's a good vibe.
What are you doing with your share of the money?
Oh my God, you're so nosy.
Do I like Sydney Colson? Am I becoming a fan of Sydney Colson? I don't know. Let's look at some more footage from the locker room.
Guys, I just know everybody in the league is sick. They're pissed.
All right, let's take another look here. This was one of my favorite videos. Listen at Caitlyn Clark in the background, guys. She's going to say, guys, I just know everyone in the league is pissed. Listen.
Guys, I just know everybody in the league is sick. They're pissed.
Listen again.
Guys, I just know everybody in the league is sick. They're pissed.
And then Leah Boston follows up and says, they're pissed. Listen.
Guys, I just know everybody in the league is sick. They're pissed.
They hate us. So if you listen, Caitlyn Clark, White Sheets is Captain Clark, says, guys, I just know everybody in the league is sick. And literally the team laughs. And Aaliyah Boston says, they hate us. Oh, they're pissed. And then Sydney Colson said, they hate us. America's team. Let me tell you something. White Jesus saying that tells me everything I need to know. White Jesus is tapped in. Okay? White Jesus sees everything. Don't think for 1 second she does not realize that they ranked her number 9 and Aaliyah Boston number 9. Okay, so to come out and put this ass whooping on the top team in the league, okay, it tells me that she knows. Oh, I'm coming for blood, baby. I know y'all are seething. I know y'all are pissed. And all of you are fake. So when it comes to All-Star Weekend and things, you all are going to try to get your cameos and try to do the things in front of the camera. You all are fake. You all are fake. White Jesus is tapped into everything that's going on. You don't see her online, but don't think for 1 second White Jesus is not tapped in. And she's not taking mental notes, okay? She's taking mental notes. This video was funny to me. Whoa, bro. So here, Sydney Colson tries to hump White Jesus. She tries to hump White Jesus.
I don't know if any of my friends are on your team. Whoa, bro. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Whoa.
White Jesus says, no, thank you.
I don't know if any of my friends are on your team. Whoa, bro. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Whoa.
Let me tell you something. White Jesus in that moment said, no. Now I love you. I love you, Sydney. I love you, Sydney, but all that humping isn't going to happen over here. Okay? All that humping isn't going to happen over here. All right? I am strictly dickly, okay? I don't care how drunk we are right now, okay? It's not going to happen. White Jesus said, no, thank you. White Jesus said, no, thank you. White Jesus is not on y'all side.
I don't know if any of my friends are on your team. Whoa, bro. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Whoa.
You take your humping on over there. Okay, we're here to hoop. Okay, I don't care how many champagne bottles we didn't open and how great of a time this is. You're not gonna hump over here. Okay, you're not gonna hump over here. I'm sorry, you're not. Okay? Now you take that humping back to your other teams. We hoop here. We don't hump. We don't hump all over each other. We hoop. We hoop. Sydney, no, we like you. You're on the wall. It's due to a lost bet, but you're on the wall. We like you, Sydney, but none of that humping is happening here.
I don't know if any of my friends are on your team. Whoa, bro. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Whoa.
And I mean, if you look at it, she did it like, I mean, look at that.
I don't know if any of my friends are on your team. Whoa, bro.
Look at her face. Look at Sydney Colson's face. Like, she's like, I've been wanting to do this.
Whoa, bro.
Look at her. She's like, I've been waiting on this moment. Right here. Look. Look at Michaela Timpson. Michaela is like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Yeah, hey. All right, this isn't Vegas. All right, this isn't Vegas. I know you know, Becky and Chelsea Gray and everybody else, you all probably humped each other. But look, okay, she said, whoa, bro. No, thank you. Oh my goodness gracious. What is this league? Dave Suchy said, Dave Suchy says, turn them out just like prison. JS says, watch your back, CC. Seriously. From the game. Okay, so that's what we have there. I want to take a look at some highlights from the game, and then we can move on to the game. I want to talk about ESPN. We're going to come back after the highlights and talk about ESPN. Also, there's a former WNBA player I'm sure a lot of you have never heard of. Had things to say about Caitlyn Clark, another former bitter, jealous WNBA player. And also, Sophie Cunningham has been criticized in the media lately, so we're going to talk about that. It's a full show ahead, guys. Let's take a look at the highlights from last night's game. Sydney Colson. Ari McDonald. Clutch in the fourth. Clutch in the fourth. It is, Kelly. It is. Natasha Howard, key steal. This is the fastest I've seen Natasha move all season. I mean that respectfully. This is the fastest I've seen Natasha move all season. You're not going to convince me she don't have an eviction notice on her door. You got to go get that money. That's how you play, Natasha. From now on, that's how you play. I've never seen her move this fast. Let's see hustle. Knock down some big shots. They let her get away with a little bit there. Natasha. Sophie, the Nubian White Queen. Nubian White Queen hit some big shots. That's right. Nubian White Queen. Ooh! There it is. Ari McDonald, man. The special player that you are. And here we are, baby. Let's get negative. Yes. Yes. America's team, man. I am so proud of these women, man. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy because I know that therapists and shrinks and psych wards across America were busy today because the slows were calling in. They were calling in. You have to sit and watch America's team win a ball game and win money. Shout out to Ari McDonald. She literally doubled her salary this year. I think she's getting paid, what, $52K? $52,000 to play in this league. She just won pretty much the money from this game. She won to match her salary. Shout out to her. Okay. Shout out to her. Thank you for the super chat, Chelsea Page. Chelsea says, first game my dad actually watched with me and Howard makes me look like an idiot for how good she played. I love America's team. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, we judge the games game by game. You don't have to feel like an idiot. Natasha Howard has anyone that has criticized Natasha, rightfully so. She wasn't showing up. It's okay. Like, so for the slows that's coming to say, see, this and that. Yeah, we've been criticizing her all season because this is what we asked for. We asked for her to make plays and catch the ball and run. And no one has any problem acknowledging it when she does. Simple. Slows. So this isn't the gotcha moment that you think. Yes, good. That's what we want. America's team won. We win. Tawana Bonner, I hope you're doing well, dear. Tawana Bonner, quit the team. Tawana, quit the team. That's like quitting your job just before your company gets acquired and every employee gets a $15,000, $20,000 raise. Now you're sitting at Alyssa Thomas' house watching reruns of Grey's Anatomy when Alyssa Thomas is at practice. And you're not playing. And you have to act like that you don't see America's team won. Tawana Bonner, this is more so delicious for you. Ah! Ooh, my goodness, guys. And just to break up here real quick before we move on, where we at? Oh my goodness, we're at 51 minutes. We're going to be here tonight, guys. We're hanging out. There's no WNBA games on. It's fine. $500,000 will be split amongst each player, okay? You guys see here the prize money breakdown for each cup game from June 17th. The winning teams receive $3,000 for their chosen local organization. Prize pool, $500,000. All players in the championship game receive $5,000 in cryptocurrency presented by Coinbase. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what cryptocurrency is. I don't know. I don't know if this is real money or fake money or anything like that. I'm older. I haven't gotten into the digital currency thing. I don't know what it is. Does my credit card work? Okay, when I go to HEB or when I go to Trader Joe's or wherever I go to shop, is my card going through? I don't know what any of this digital money media money stuff means. I don't know. But they get it in Coinbase or cryptocurrency. So they get that presented by Coinbase. So whatever that means, I don't know, child. I don't know. You got to get one of the youngest to explain that one to you. Nonetheless, they do split $500K from my understanding. All right. Peggy says, I have a Coinbase debit card with crypto on it. It's just like money. Saspin says, put it all on Bitcoin. Don't waste time with any other coin. Listen, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I don't know. I need my normal Navy Federal. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Seriously. All right. Navy Federal and American Express is fine with me. ESPN, you guys look like some fools. You guys look like some fools. And this just goes to show that the media is behind trying to tarnish Caitlyn Clark and America's team. Because why in the world? This was discovered during the game, guys, by the way. During the game in which Indiana led, literally, what is it, 4 quarters? Indiana led literally 75% of this game. But ESPN, as you guys can see here, they had their YouTube up stating Lynx dominate Fever to win Commissioner's Cup. The wrap up. Look at this. Look. This was a YouTube reaction show. Look. So moving forward, you can't tell me. How do you post this before a reaction show? How? It's a reaction show. You're reacting to the game. How do you already have this printed, and how do you already have the title up and everything? How? But that goes to show me that when these narratives are spun, and you have people like Monica McNothing Smart to Say, Andrea Carter, Jamel Jump Off a Hill, Shanae Ogumake, and the rest, you all have them there for a reason. You all have them there for a reason. You're corrupt. You won't bring real personalities onto your networks. You don't want to bring them on. No. Why would you do that? To come and tell the truth. To come and sit across from Shanae Ogumake, Monica McNothing Smart to Say, El Dumb, Ken, and the rest, and tell them, hey, your favorite players that you keep talking about stink. They stink. They stink. Someone that's bold enough to tell you that on national television. You guys won't do that. You guys won't do that. You got to get your DEI host out of here. Get your DEI host out of here, okay? Seriously. This is a joke. This is a joke. My gosh, who else hates America's team? And who's over there in the ears of ESPN producers that's telling them to put out this crap? I can start with Shanae Ogumake. I guarantee you this wouldn't have gotten put out if Seattle was playing Minnesota. If Seattle was playing Minnesota, they would have waited, like what real broadcasters do. We wait until after the game to give a reaction. Shanae Ogumake and Nneka Ogumake, who plays for Seattle, if it was Seattle playing Minnesota, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened. Seriously. Monica Middleton says, just solidifies what Caitlyn said. Everyone is pissed. They know. Oh, absolutely. This team they hate this team. They hate this team. Guys, we have over 500 people in the chat. If you have not yet, please like this video. Please like this video so that YouTube can push the video out there and W360 Nation can continue to grow. Please like this video. Okay? Please like this video. Thank you for the super chat. The 6-foot Aquarius says, hey sis, I'm 6'8", 390. What's the biggest the shirt you wearing comes in? Shop the W360.com, guys. The shirt that I'm wearing right now is the Don't Be a Slow. Don't Be a Slow shirt, and the biggest size it comes in is a 4X. But if you need it bigger, just let me know. Reach out to me at contactthew360@gmail.com. Okay, contact thew360@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. It's usually in the description as well. Shoot me an email, and if you need a bigger size than that, then just let me know, and I'll make sure I can do a separate order for you. No worries at all. Okay. Oh, actually, we can go here. It's already up, so it's fine. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate the super chat. The Fever defense kept Fee locked down. Absolutely. Agreed. Charlie Risky says, sorry for jumping in late, but I just wanted to say that Sophie didn't get near enough post-game credit for her timely contributions. Should have been 3 co-MVPs. Love your show, CJ. I agree, Charlie. Thank you. But here at the W360, we love that white Nubian queen, Sophie Cunningham. You hear me? Sophie Cunningham does get a steak and a drink. She earned it. Seriously. If anything, she could have been MVP, but all right. Moving along. All right, guys. The picture that I have up here is, I'm sure there's over 500 people watching right now. I can guarantee you about 90% of you have no idea who she is. And there's a reason you have no idea who she is, because she didn't make any noise when she played, okay? She didn't make any noise. No one gave a damn, okay? Her name is Kelsey Bone. Kelsey Bone is the woman. There are 2 women here in this picture. Kelsey Bone is the one in the dress. She's the one in the dress. Former WNBA player, okay? Who no one ever discussed or talk about. No one ever discuss or talk about Kelsey Bone, because when she played, she didn't do anything significant that could draw any, people to watch her. She didn't do anything significant. Nothing. Nonetheless, Kelsey Bone has been discussed lately, not because of what she did when she played. She tweeted about Caitlyn Clark. Here's what she had to say. If you're looking here, you see the bottom tweet here first. She says, folks get on here and act like being guarded 94 feet is a compliment. It's not. If a team is picking up one player 94 feet all game, it means the scouting report says that player doesn't like pressure or contact, is slow, or can't dribble. Then once people, attacked her, once people said, you sound dumb, you're slow, she came back and said, I didn't say anybody's name in this tweet, and yet people are in my mentions talking about Caitlyn Clark. LOL, y'all got to go touch grass or go sit on someone's couch and work all this out. No, Kelsey, girl, I'm looking at this picture right here. You're slow. Kelsey Bone. Okay. First of all, one, you're a coward. You're a coward. Because you should have just stood on what you said. Stand on what you said. Don't backtrack. Don't backtrack and say, I didn't mention anyone's name. You're a coward. everyone knew exactly who you were talking about because the conversation this week has been surrounded around Caitlyn Clark and her being picked ninth by her peers that, that share the same sentiments as you, bitter, jealous, racist black women, voted Caitlyn Clark 9. So for you to act like I wasn't talking about her, yes, you were. So you're a coward. You're a coward, which means I have no respect for you. None. Stand on what you say, whether people agree with you or not. Stand on what you say. So you stink. You're a coward. Two, to be guarded 94 feet does not mean you're slow or don't like pressure. That means she can shoot from the goddamn half-court line. That's why they guard her that far, Kelsey Stinky Bone. They guard her that far because she can shoot from the damn logo, something you never could do in your career when you played. Ever. That's why no one watched you besides your mother. Nobody watched you. Nobody cared when you played. But you're a typical WNBA old guard. Look at you. This is a wedding picture, by the way. Okay? You're upset. You played when nobody played. Or, I'm sorry, you played when nobody gave a damn. And then in your life, you ended up marrying some frumpy stud. So you sit and tweet shit about white sheezes who put your league on the map. These jealous your black jealous heart. Your black jealous heart is going to get the best of you. It's going to get the best of you. You should be proud the league that you served and played in is prospering. But instead, you come on and say white Jesus is guarded 94 feet because that's who you're talking about. You're too coward to say it. It's okay. White Jesus is guarded 94 feet because she's slow and don't like physicality. You don't guard guards who don't like physicality the entire length of the court. You box and won them, stinky. You box and won them in the half court, stinky. But you don't know that, which is another reason why you were a guard in the league. You were a guard in the league that they gave you. Because I'm looking at your bio here. I'm looking at your bio right here. 5th pick in the 2013 WNBA draft. Well, then, God damn, how bad were the other ones? How bad were the other ones for you to be 5? All rookie team 2014 EuroLeague champion. Nobody cares. 2-time Turkish league champion. Nobody cares. 2015 WNBA All-Star. 2015 WNBA All-Star. Is that the time when there were a total of 217 votes? Kelsey Bone, you stink. You stink, and you're dealing with the shortcomings of your accomplishments in life as you have to watch the WNBA be so big right now, and you're not a part of it. You're not a part of it, Kelsey Bone, that no one knows but your parents and your frumpy stud that you married. But one thing you can get on the internet, you can get on the internet and talk crazy all you want, but the player that you're talking about clears you as a player. Clears you. Kelsey Bone that nobody knows. Look. Now let's look at her tweet and let's look at them side by side. White Jesus is averaging 19, Kelsey averaged 8. Basically, look at her stats. We're not going to go through this. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Kelsey Bone has one All-Star game. There at that time, it probably was a total of like 50 All-Star votes. No one gave a no one cared. White Jesus is an incredibly better player than you. So for you to tweet, for you to put this out there, Kelsey Bone, based on here, you are a typical WNBA old guard. Typical. Maybe if you didn't spend all your time humping, and like the rest of your peers at that time when the league, if you didn't spend all your time humping, you could have been good to where people would want to watch you play. Nobody has a Kelsey Bone jersey. Nobody in America has a Kelsey Bone jersey besides your mother. Your dad probably isn't around. I'm guessing your dad isn't around. Nobody has a Kelsey Bone jersey besides your mother. Seriously. What do you think? At that time, you go to a distributor and say, hey, we need about 5,000 Kelsey Bone jerseys. You know what a distributor would look at that person in that pitch and say, why the hell would I do that? I'm not printing 5,000 Kelsey Bone jerseys for what? For what? To send them to the kids in the commercials? They got the flies flying on their heads? Because that's the only place it's going to go. No one's wearing a Kelsey Bone jersey. So I'm telling you right now, Kelsey Bone, you shut your pie hole. You shut your pie hole right now. All right, you shut your sorry pie hole and you deal with it. That White Jesus is the face of the league. It just is what it is. You stunk when you played. All you did was hump. You wasted your moment. Sorry. You should have did what White Jesus did. You should have done when you played. You should have done what White Jesus did right here. See? You see how White Jesus keep it basketball? This is what you should have did, Kelsey.
I don't know if any of my friends are on here. Whoa, bro. Whoa, absolutely not. No, thank you. Whoa.
That's what you should have did. But instead, you wanted to hump. You wanted to hump. So your life is now resulted to tweeting and being married to a frumpy stud. No one knows you. Now, before we move forward, I'd like to say I have nothing against the LGBTQIA plus community. Okay? Nothing against. These are jokes. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? These are jokes, and I don't have anything against studs. Okay? My god sister is a stud. I make fun of her all the time. Okay, I tell her, I say, how are you a stud and you have big breasts? You know, you should probably tap into your lady side. These are jokes. Okay? This is not personal. This content is for viewers that don't take things too serious. Okay? I don't have anything against the community. Nothing. Date who you want to date. Fall in love with who you want to fall in love with. I don't care about any of that. I don't care. Nothing against it. Okay? So I want to be clear there. Okay? The W360 also is for entertainment purposes only. And the W360 does not promote any type of bullying online. But just so you guys can see, this is Kelsey Bone's Twitter at Kelsey Bone 3. Okay, so just to reference where I got this from. Okay, this is not a channel that condones any type of bullying or any type of harassment as well. Okay, we don't do that here at the W360. We are wholesome people. Okay, we're just laughing and giving content. Okay. All right. I will never. I can't believe the Jetson says, I don't have anything against anyone. I roast everyone equally. Right. Right. Love everyone. Love everyone. Lindy says this is entertainment only. The W360 show is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. You got the description in the intro. So guess what you can't do? You can't sue me for defamation, baby. And every time any one of you try, you can't get anywhere with it. You can't get anywhere with it. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is so delicious. Moving along. Where are we going next? ESPN. We did ESPN. We did Kelsey Clown Bone. Lisa G, you are funny. Okay. Sophie Cunningham. I thought I had an image up for her, but I must have missed it. Sophie Cunningham, a.k.a. Nubian White Queen. Nubian White Queen was criticized. Not you, White Leather. Sophie Cunningham has been all over the internet because she has been criticized because of the recent comments that she made regarding the WNBA expansion teams. Okay, I'm going to play what she had to say, and we are going to come back and talk about it. Let's take a look at what Sophie had to say.
Some were soaked, some of your staffers.
Oh, that's not it.
A lot of the girls went to party schools.
Oh, that's not it. Sorry. Here it is.
Because it is helpful. It's way more helpful. You just get more perks, more opportunities. And so I get that aspect, but I also think that you want to listen to your players too. Like, where do they want to play? Where are they going to get excited to play and draw fans? And I do think that Miami would have been a great one. Like, everyone loves Florida. Nashville is an amazing city. Kansas City, amazing opportunity. There's a huge arena downtown that no one's using. And I think that the women's soccer league is showing that like people draw, and so I'm not so sure what the thought process is there. But at the end of the day, you also want to make sure that you're not expanding our league too fast. I think that's also another thing, that you don't want teams to totally dominate and then have teams that aren't. And so I just think that it's kind of a hard decision-making situation. But man, I don't know how excited people are to be going to Detroit or Cincinnati.
All right, so Sophie Cunningham has been she's been criticized. She's been criticized, guys. Let me pull her up. Damn, where is her? Oh, here she is. Okay. She's been criticized because they asked her about, WNBA expansion. Okay. And Sophie Cunningham, I don't know if you guys could hear that audio very well or not. I'm not exactly sure. But Sophie Cunningham basically said in so many words, like, I don't know how many players are excited to go to Detroit and Cleveland. I'm going to be honest. I saw this online, right? And it was just another social media clip. I was kind of scrolling by it. But then I kept seeing tweets about social media, or I'm sorry, about Sophie Cunningham. And I was like, why is everybody mad at Sophie Cunningham? I didn't even really click on it. I thought she probably gave some PR answer that was just like, yeah, we're excited about WNBA expanding, blah, blah, blah. So I listened to the clip and I was like, what did she say wrong? What did she say wrong for people to say that Sophie Cunningham is so racist and so this and so that? So I tweeted that. If you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at the W360_. I was like, what did she say wrong? What am I missing? Why is everyone mad at Sophie Cunningham? Well, shout out to CDS Sports Podcast. Ironed it out for me. CDS Sports Podcast said basically the Slows are mad because she named Miami and Nashville as potential cities for WNBA teams to go to, and Detroit and Philadelphia or whatever, the expansion teams are red cities. Blue cities. Florida and Nashville are red cities. Guys, when I tell you that was the last thing came to my mind. I promise you, if you could put victimhood in a water bottle, the Slows would drink it every day. They would drink it every day. Okay. Sophie Cunningham said exactly what needed to be said. If anything, she was speaking up for the players. She was saying nobody wants to go to Cleveland. Nobody wants to go to Detroit and play. That's all she was saying. That's her opinion. Nothing is racist. Y'all so racist. Look how she's so racist. They want to kill us. They're so racist. Not your rappers or the people that's killing you in your own community. It's Sophie Cunningham. She's so racist. Nobody was thinking that. She's literally talking about cities that players would be excited to go to, like Miami, like Nashville. Yes. Hey, listen, Sophie, I'm with you. Okay? Now, Sophie said, yeah. Nobody want to go to those towns. Nobody want to go to those towns, okay? Send them new teams to Florida. Send them to Nashville. We don't want to go to Philadelphia or Detroit, okay? You should send them to Tennessee. There's a historic women's basketball there. I mean, damn. You only got Pat Summit in Tennessee. Send them to Tennessee. Okay. Now nobody wants to have to go to Detroit or Philadelphia. They have to fear for their lives. Okay? Seriously. Seriously. Now, you people have to stop being offended so much. Okay? Now, we're just keeping it a buck. All right? Nobody wants to travel to your cities. Clean up your communities first. So with Sophie Cunningham, I stand behind her. The Nubian White Queen, I stand behind her. Stand behind her. Stand behind her. I get exactly what she's saying. I don't think she's being racist. I think, she just wants to go to some better markets, where the players can have fun and play. All right, who wants to play in Detroit and dodge not only fouls, but bullets? Trying to go up for a pass and you're trying to dodge your opponent and you got to dodge a gunshot. Want to play in some safer cities. All right, we want to play in some safer cities. Ref can't call a call. Ref can't call a foul on a bullet or a gunshot. MTV 22 says, now that's uncensored, CJ. Okay, fine. Fine. It's too much fun. Fine. Seriously, but Sophie, I'm right there with you, girl. Nobody wants to travel. No, we want to travel to safe cities. We want to travel to safe cities. Okay. All jokes aside, guys. Have I been to Detroit before? No, I haven't been to Detroit before. Haven't been to Philly. I'm not familiar with these cities. I have a friend in Detroit, and I called her and I was like, "Hey," she's ready to leave. So I don't know. But nonetheless, the Slows are mad at Sophie Cunningham to the point to literally the city of Cleveland's official Twitter account tweeted Sophie Cunningham. Their official, forget about all the crime and everything that's going on in that city. They tweeted Sophie Cunningham and said, Sophie, your teammate doesn't seem to think Cleveland is too bad. And they put here Caitlyn Clark basically saying, PR, we're excited about the expansion. They said, we're proud to have been chosen to host a WNBA team, and any player who comes here will feel that legendary passion Cleveland sports fans show our team. The city of Detroit, their official Twitter, forget about the crimes. They tweeted Sophie Cunningham. The last time we were home to a WNBA team, Detroit shocked. They are correct there. We ranked top 5 in attendance for 5 straight seasons. Number 1 in attendance for 3 straight seasons and set a single game attendance record for 22,076 fans at Game 3 of the 2003 WNBA Finals. Additionally, more than 775,000 people were excited to come to Detroit for the 2024 NFL Draft. That's the NFL. Detroit is a sports town. We're sure we'll see the same excitement for the WNBA returning. So, Detroit, I mean, all jokes aside, Detroit kind of has a point. I think that there's 2 things to this. It's a new day and age. It's a new day and age. You cannot talk about what happened in 2003. We are literally 22 years ahead. You can't talk about that. The WNBA does not have the same fans. Okay, you're not going to get the same buzz cut women with the septum rings. Like those women, like it's totally different. You know. So I think people should lay off Sophie a little bit. Lay off Sophie a little bit. I don't think she was wrong. White Jesus, moving along, guys. If you are here and you have not liked this video, please like this video. Please like this video. We are about to wrap up here. An hour and a half. We're about to wrap up here. Please like this video before we get to the next thing. If you have not liked this video, don't just watch, from the depths of your hiding. Okay, like the video. I don't see who like it, so you liking it. I promise I don't get to see that you're a secret admirer. I don't even get to see. But at least like the video. You tune in every episode. Like the video at least. Okay. White Jesus, Caitlyn Clark, aka White Jesus, aka Captain Clark, aka Jesus Clark. She has been ruled out for tomorrow's game against the Aces. Okay. Let's take a look at what Stephanie White had to say.
Game time decision these last couple games and being able to rule her out today. Is there any extra kind of concern about just that little change in?
I don't know if there's extra concern as more of like, hey, let's just maintain perspective. She wants to play, and she's working to play, and she has been working to play. And I think after a few days, it's like, okay, we've got a little bit of time. Thinking 5 games before All-Star break, we've got a little bit of time. So let's just ease her mind, even though she's antsy, and let's do this the right way and make sure that we're ready to go and 100% when she comes back.
All right, so White Jesus has been ruled out. She's been ruled out. They're doing this day-to-day thing, but I personally think that they're just saying day-to-day to keep people engaged, which, I mean, to be honest, it's smart. It's smart. She's the person that people want to come and see and play. Like, if I'm a business owner, I'm not going to just tell people, hey, she's not going to be here for the next few weeks. They know they're going to lose money. They know people are going to sell their tickets. They know people are going to cancel their flights, right? So, I mean, I'm not mad at that, but it's a business at the end of the day. But I think that it's smart what they're doing with Caitlyn Clark as far as keeping her out. Just keep her out. Now, I want America's team to beat the Aces in Cambridge? Yes, God. In the name of Jesus. Yes! Yes! I would love for them to beat Asia Civil Rights Wilson and the Aces. I hope they beat them tomorrow. I am rooting for them to beat Asia Civil Rights Wilson, Glory, 12 years a slave, Wilson, in Cambridge, baby. Asia, you should feel fine. You should feel fine. White Jesus isn't playing, so you shouldn't feel like something is going to pop off. Like you said in your interview, you know, every time you go to Indiana, you just feel unsafe and something's going to pop off. You should be fine. Asia, 12 years a slave, Glory, Roots, Wilson. You should be fine. You're going to get your Wilson. You're going to go to the free throw line. You're going to do it all. Seriously. But I'm going to be completely honest. I hope that entire stadium boo. I hope they boo. Boo. Boo! Asia. Seriously, putting that narrative out there, I'll never forgive Asia. And I was a fan of Asia. I think she's a phenomenal player, but I'm not a fan of her. I'll never forgive her for literally putting that narrative out there. Okay? You're a fraud, and you're a victim. You're a professional victim. That's what you are. I don't support victims. I was about to. Thank you, Douglas Meyer, for the super chat. And yet the team left Detroit. Seriously. Seriously. I want Indiana to win so bad. I'm telling you right now, I want America's team to win so bad. You take that L back to South Carolina with Dawn and the rest of her victims at her school, and you take that L back to Vegas. And I want Asia Wilson to come and take a L and get out of my town. You and your movies that you watch on the plane. Asia don't study film. She watched 12 Years a Slave. That's what she do to warm up. You know she having headphones. She's not listening to music. She's listening to the movie Get Out. She's listening to Roots. Seriously. Now, Aaliyah Boston, we need you to show up. Now, Howard, Natasha Howard, I need you to show up. We got agendas to push and points to prove. We need you to show up. All right? You show up for America's team. You show up. All right. Caitlyn Clark ruled out. We did ESPN, the game. All right. America's team won the 2025 Commissioner's Cup championship game. Ball up top. America's team has made a statement. You hear me? You hear me? America's team is here. Okay. America's team is here. That's going to wrap up tonight's episode of the W360. Before we get out of here, I would like people to know, listen. Michelle said, Michelle Nicole goes viral. Roots, I'm dead. Lisa G said, I seen Roots back in the 70s. Very, very, very traumatized music. I think, or movie. I think Asia should turn it off. Listen, guys, before we get out of here, when you're cleaning your place, okay, I really, really, really hope that you guys are using updated or modern mops. And I mean like a mop. There's like this new mop thing. I saw it on social media where it wrings it out and it re-sanitizes your mop. Because if you're mopping your floor with a ordinary mop, you're just splashing around dirty water. You're splashing around dirty water, okay? And your floor is still dirty. And that's why if I come to your house or your place and I take off my socks and the floor is sticky, it's because you just have dirty water splashing around everywhere thinking you're cleaning it. You have to get some clean water or use some bleach or something. Okay? Stop splashing around dirty water thinking you're cleaning your floor. You're not. RC, thank you so much for the super chat. With that being said, W360 Nation, I love you. Indiana Fever plays tomorrow against the Aces in Cambridge. Okay. I will see you on the next episode. Good night, W360 Nation. I love you. I love you. I love you. Good night. Take care of yourselves. Until next episode. Peace and so grease. W360 Nation!